Hi guys, and thanks for watching today's update on September 3rd, 2023. So starting off with our satellite imagery from wind.com, we can see that we have this vast area of nearly clear skies. Only exception is this area of high cloud from France to the UK and some patchy cumulus clouds. But other than that, um, clear skies under a vast area of high pressure. That is shown very nicely by the wind map. We can see that winds around Ireland are going in a mainly clockwise fashion. So we can see that Ireland is centered under high pressure slap bang under that system. So some very pleasant weather today, blue skies, sunshine, and very warm. Now, this high pressure will move eastwards towards Europe over the week, and that will open the door to southerly winds and warmer and hotter air, but also a risk of a few thundery showers. So this is the UKV 5-day forecast. So starting off today, we can see that mainly towards the north, we actually had some high clouds today, but in the south, away from that high cloud, it was a cracking day. Long spells of unbroken sunshine. Temperatures towards the low 20s or even mid 20s in the Midlands, and a light breeze. Perfect. Um, as we go into tonight, we see skies clearing quite widely. Mist and fog patches form, especially over Connacht and over parts of Ulster and North Leinster. Quite dense there by morning, but they do burn off in the sunshine tomorrow morning. And tomorrow is basically a day of sunshine. A bit cloudier in the south and west, but I think that cloud will mainly be high base cloud, so sunshine should only be dimmed, not blocked. But tomorrow should be a very nice day, and temperatures reaching the mid 20s in some areas. Into tomorrow night, we see some medium base clouds pushing into the south and southwest, and west as well. And a few showers may just edge in towards Kerry and Cork by morning on Tuesday. Those will ease northwards up the west coast, gradually dying out as the morning wears on, and by afternoon, most areas dry, with patchy cloud and sunshine. And again, Tuesday will be a warm day. And by this stage, as the wind's coming up from the south and southeast, humidity will be increasing. Into Wednesday morning, some more cloud comes in, and a few heavy showers edge into Kerry and Mayo and Galway on Wednesday as well, and also Donegal by the afternoon. Further east, sunshine will prevail, and again Wednesday will be a warm day and humid as well. Now, as I said, Wednesday evening we see just this area of thundery rain or showers just moving in. On this run, it's over Wales and the Irish Sea and is kept at bay mostly on Thursday morning. But yesterday's run had that in this position here from Cork up to Louth in this position. So it's really chopping and changing, and this needs to be tuned down, and its location needs to be pinpointed. But obviously, it's too far out to say exactly where it will be. But somewhere I'd say in the east and south of Ireland on Thursday morning could be at risk of some thundery showers. And you see some big storms there off the west coast. Actually, they do just skirt the Hebrides there by Thursday at midday. But once the thundery showers are gone, we see a few forming on this run around Louth, Meath, up towards Antrim and down. They clear away, and I think a cold front tries to come through on Friday. This area of cloud and drizzle over Scotland, that looks like a cold front, and some cooler air may be filtering in from the north. So that's the cloud and precip. This is the temperature side of things. So, today's values you can see very widely in the south and east, low 20s, further north under some hazy cloud, and some lower clouds over the northwest, high teens at best. Tonight will be the last cool night for quite a while. Lowest temperatures down towards single figures in fog patches in Connacht, West Munster, South Ulster, and North Leinster. Elsewhere, staying above 10 degrees. Tomorrow, a very warm day indeed. Coolest in the north and east, and possibly on the south coast too, with values staying between 20 and 24. But in Midlands and West, 24 to 26 degrees is very likely. Warmest in Limerick. Going into tomorrow night, look at that. Those are lows for tomorrow night. So by 5 a.m. Tuesday, we're looking at temperatures 6 a.m. Tuesday. Temperatures over Ulster, mid-teens. Leinster, Connacht, mid to high teens. Munster, high teens. And West Munster and West Connacht, 20. Ridiculous. Even at 3 a.m., we're at midnight there, or 11 p.m., when many of us are trying to go to sleep. Anywhere like Ballina towards Dublin, south of that line, 18 to 21. Horrendous. That'll be a thing. So do cherish tonight. Tonight is the last cooler night. Tomorrow night will start just being ridiculous. It's September. You would have thought that under quite clear skies, and the fact that the nights are now lengthening, you would have thought that temperatures would have more time to cool down, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case at all. So Tuesday starts off on a very warm note, and we end up on Tuesday afternoon. Coolest in the east and south, I'd say, on Tuesday. Warmest inland, away from the windward coasts. So on the east and south coast, 22 to 23 degrees, but inland, 23 to 25 degrees. Again, warmest in Clare and Limerick. Into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, a bit cooler there, I'd say, thankfully. So Midlands, East, Northwest, North, I'd say, looking at temperatures around mid-teens. Elsewhere, like Donegal, North and North Ulster, West Munster, West Connacht, mid to high teens, warmest over West Donegal. You see Wednesday afternoon, a bit cooler on Wednesday afternoon actually, with wide areas widely getting towards the low 20s. Warmest on the east coast, warmest on the east coast, north of Dublin. Over the UK though, getting really warm or hot, especially in East Anglia and the southeast. Getting above 30 degrees there, so really hot, especially for September. Now, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, widely mid to high teens, warmest there in Wicklow and the west and north coasts. Thursday afternoon sees values rising. This time coolest in the west actually. So in the west, you're staying around the high teens on the coast, but come inland, 22 to 26 degrees. Warmest in the Midlands and the east. Going off into Thursday night, and it looks awful for the east. Getting staying towards the high teens on the east coast, widely mid to high teens. In the north though, cooling down. But the UK, like in Birmingham for example, there, 20 degrees, ridiculously hot. And into Friday, again, coolest on the west and north coasts, mid to high teens, but come inland, 20 to 24 degrees, warmest in the south and southeast. Again in the UK, widely exceeding 30 Celsius. So, this September heat wave does look quite long lasting and potent. And not just at day, but also at night. Especially tomorrow night, Monday night, is one to watch. It looks awful. So this is the NAO index observed and GFS forecasts. As you can see, the NAO is now strongly positive, indicating that the Azores eye is very strong and ridgy, and we're seeing that now with the summary spell. The NAO stays positive, but is more weakly positive. up towards the 10th, up towards, I'd say, around the 10th of September. After that, it hovers close to average, or possibly dipping towards slightly below average territories. That indicates that the Azores high may ease off around mid-month and possibly allow something a little more seasonal to come in. This is the GFS 12 run. So you can see this chunky area of high pressure from the Azores right over us now. That will gradually spread eastwards into Monday and Tuesday, opening the door to that very warm or hot southerly winds. By Wednesday morning, upper temperatures are warm or hot, with a plus 15 Celsius isotherm coming into the country, and a plus 20 Celsius isotherm getting in towards England, which is really, really warm. Into Wednesday and Thursday, that southerly flow is maintained. A thundery trough comes in on Thursday, before that high pressure comes back again on Friday and Saturday, and the wind goes back into the south for Sunday. Upper temperatures on Sunday, again very warm. But low pressure comes through on Monday, September 11th, and we see winds go westerly and things cooling down. But by mid-month, high pressure is trying to come back again. So quite dry there, but it's a bit cooler. But with more of westerly flow, so not as hot, but quite dry. And by the end of the run, high pressure looks as though it's trying to retrogress towards Greenland and allow possibly our first northerly shot of the season. But obviously, that is 2 weeks away and isn't worth worrying about. This is the ECM run. So you can see that the high pressure is slinking away eastwards into early next week, bringing in that warmer, hot southerly winds. Upper temperatures by Wednesday looking very warm, plus 15 Celsius isotherm coming in to the country. Going off into Thursday and Friday, we see the high pressure extending into us again after that brief thundery interval on Thursday. That pressure maintains into the weekend, although slowly breaking, I'd say, by Monday, and we see more low pressure coming in. And by Wednesday, look at that, a northerly flow. Upper temperatures, look at, yes, big contrast. You can see some very cold air lurking just here. The -5 Celsius isotherm is lurking to our north. Not far away at all. Not far away. Now, that level of cold in the winter would bring snow, but obviously it's September. So this is the UK Met run. Southeasterly winds staying southerly. A very warm week coming, a very hot week. That thundery trough on Thursday shown by that big kink in the ice bars there. But after that, the heights rise again. Before again a trend for a breakdown there next weekend. I think that's a time that we should lose this heat. The GEM run, very similar, showing the high pressure edging away to the east and opens doors to this wind from the south. Upper temperatures by Wednesday look very warm. Again, that thundery trough on Thursday, before the heights rise on Friday, and the low pressure breaks in from the north into the weekends. And we go really quite cool there by September 13th. Upper temperatures bring the 0 Celsius isotherm in for Wednesday, September 13th. That would be a shock to the system. And that'd be properly chilly, actually. Properly autumnal. This is the Icon run. This shows warm to hot winds from the southeast early next week. Upper temperatures on Wednesday looking very warm into Thursday and Friday. The high pressure comes back again, and again next weekend winds come northerly, and cold air is lurking to our north. Autumn